Canyon, and we're stranded here for the next 24 hours.
Oh my gosh.
This canyon is one of the most jaw-dropping places on the entire Earth, and we're gonna explore all of it. But first, we have to find a campsite.
We're right now trying to find a camp spot.
We traveled deep into the canyon and set up our tent in a remote area that's next to a river and a cliff, which can hopefully protect us from any potential wildlife at night.
Welcome to the home of the weekend.
We have grass here, keeping a lot of tall predators out.
After setting up camp, we traveled over a mile to get our supplies.
I'm so wonderful.
You ready to get started?
Not really.
Then brought them back to camp, somehow making it over the river and into the tent.
Here is the fortress. All 5 of us are staying in this tent.
We then started preparing for what we would do if we encountered danger.
Oh, I also have a sick chainsaw.
Day 1 progress is done.
And just a few minutes later, we encountered wildlife.
Did you hit him?
No.
Now that we're settled in, we can prepare for the craziest 24 hours of our lives.
Woo!
In this video, you'll see us embark on the craziest journeys and explore things that shouldn't even be on this earth.
Good night, Gabe.
Hi, buddy.
Ready for day 2?
Dude, I am so. Today has been so fun. We're about to.
Good morning, kids.
Let me put a hat on.
It's so cold. I'm cold.
Massive day ahead, boys. Massive day ahead.
Okay, so there's these crazy rock formations like 8 miles away, and that's what we're gonna do this morning. We're gonna go hike to
Here's
it.
our tent, and this is what we wake up to in the morning, baby.
So after getting ready and sawing our breakfast,
Orange slice.
we set out on foot for a treacherous hike across the canyon.
So apparently in this area of Texas, there's been 23 fatal mountain lion attacks.
If we see a mountain lion, all we have to do is outrun game. We don't have to outrun the mountain lion.
I have no idea where we're going, but you know it's gonna be cool. I think.
What's crazy about this canyon is that it used to not even exist, but after thousands of years of high-pressure running water, it got molded into the unreal spectacle that it is today.
Dude, this place is actually unreal.
We are walking on it right now. It's actually very real. You know, everyone's like, I want the hardest trail. I want the biggest trail.
This is the hardest and biggest trail. People have died on this trail.
All right, what are we like? 2 miles out? Bro, it looks like it's right there, but it's so far because it's so big.
We walked for so long, it seemed like after every mountain we passed, there was another right behind it.
Dude, I'm so tired. I think I'm cooked, bro. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this.
I'm taking my freaking jacket off.
After every step, we got more tired and wanted to turn around. But even though the toughest part of the hike is still up ahead, we kept going.
Dude, how are we gonna make it all the way over there?
We're gonna do by walking.
Somehow, we pushed through to get close to the rock using every muscle in our bodies.
Give us a flex of the bicep.
Nah, not for free. Now, if you're good at anything, never do it for free.
As you can see right up there, we're finally, after hours, almost to the lighthouse rock.
After what felt like days, we finally started ascending up to the rock.
This view is so good, except Gabe's in the way.
And finally, we reached the top.
So we made it. We're on the top of the lighthouse.
This is the most absurd view, and if we fall, we are literally cooked.
And for whatever reason, Grant and Xander decided to risk their lives by climbing up to the absolute highest point.
Bro, Kenneth.
That's crazy.
Don't do this.
John, the view's so much better from up here.
Get the army down there.
Look at this kid. He's bear crawling.
However, now they had to try and get down without falling hundreds of feet to their death.
I'm getting anxiety just holding the GoPro over the canyon.
Now, Grant has to do the same.
Grant, run us through your mindset of when you were climbing.
I saw Xander do it, so I did it.
All right, amazing.
This hike's been absolutely brutal, and we still have to go all the way back down to our base camp. It's only gonna get crazier.
Now, since we've already made this trek, I'll speed up the editing on the hike back.
Ow! Oh,
Sure wasn't easy, but after a few hours of more miserable hiking, we made it back to base
And
camp.
we're finally back.
Since we had spent the entire day hiking, the smart thing to do would be to get some rest. So you could probably guess that we did something completely different.
All right, it's cold plunge time. I don't know, how's the water feel after that hike? Excellent. Come under with me.
Instead of getting some much needed rest, we decided to cold plunge and explore this river.
I have no idea why I'm in sweatpants right now, but you know what? Feels disgusting.
Natural sediment, bro.
Bro, let's get a flick. Hey, let's get a drone flick. Get a drone flick. I like how we're like, let's get some rest and we're just in the middle of a river.
After a few minutes, I decided to get some much needed rest in the tent, but the boys continued to explore the river.
There's probably so much bacteria in this water.
Oh, it's deep, dude. There's a lot of deep, I'm not gonna lie.
Then the boys found this.
Look at that. That's a beautiful French. Those are fresh. This is nice, dude. We're glad we set up on the river.
But sometimes you don't know what's under the water.
Oh, bad rock! Bad rock! Bad rock!
While the boys were going crazy in the river, Grant decided to sit in the world's deadliest sea. And I went to go join him up there.
Right after this, we're exploring a massive cave, and it's gonna be insane.
Dude, what the hell is going on over there?
All right, this is just men acting on their primal instincts.
Hey boys! What up? Y'all look like ants, especially Gabe. Jump! So the past hour was supposed to be a cool down / nap time, but instead we spent that duration wrestling in the river and scaling cliffs. So let's hope we have enough energy for the big cave.
We set out on track for another adventure, this time to a system of caves, and after traveling a few miles, we were there.
All right, boys, let's embark on our journey to this cave.
Some people do not make it back alive. We're going to test that theory today.
And somehow, when we got to the cave, Gabe was already somehow on a ledge 30 feet above us. Because the craziest part of this cave is that...
You can see up there, it runs through the top of the mountain.
That's right, this cave runs through the mountain, meaning that there's multiple other cave systems for us to explore.
All right, I'm gonna go find Gabe. We're gonna go to the top of this cave.
In order for us to get to the caves up top, we had to climb up this.
Unfortunately, there's not a good grip. I'd be careful.
Dang, good stuff, baby. All right, we're embarking on our journey to the top of this massive cave. There's just tons and tons of small caves running right in the same area in this mountain. I have absolutely no idea how they started, but this is one of the coolest things I've genuinely ever seen.
And we made it to the top of the first cave.
Look at this, we're at the top of the cave, on the top of this mountain.
While the boys stayed in the main cave, I went to test out how tight and dangerous the other caves were.
Look at this right here. It's an extremely tight cave. Oh my gosh. Yo, it goes down further.
So of course, I had to go down there.
No. Sean, stop.
Dude, look at this. This is tiny.
Bro, Connor, for the camera. Bro, one more shoulder day and I'm dead, bro. I'm the next horror story.
Before literally suffocating, I climbed out of the cave.
All right, guys, so right now we're caught in a pretty tough position. What we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to dislocate my shoulder and put it down by my femur.
We then ascended to the top of the mountain to take in the insane view.
Pretty sick view up from the top.
Honestly, we've been hiking all day, just been doing everything. So I think for the foreseeable future, I'm just gonna sit down and stare at Bart. Should I, Bart? I think we've walked like 15 miles today, so we're all pretty beat down.
After bonding on top of the mountain, we started our final journey back to base camp. However, it wasn't long before the sun went down, meaning that the latter half of this hike would be done in the complete dark, which can be very unsettling when you're in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so we're about to go back walking to our campsite, and I'm a little nervous, so if I get eaten by a mountain lion, chat, you have to tell my story. I'm not sure what that story is, but you have to tell them.
So what's the strategy? Do we all fight or do we just like run and Gabe dies?
No, I think we all yell at it.
Yeah, we get big and yell at it. Dude, we cannot see anything. This is sketchy.
Yeah, let's just go walk into the middle of the woods at the middle of the night. That's great.
Well, what choice do we have, Gabe?
Dude, could have probably made our tent a little closer.
Yeah, we could have made our tent closer. That is absolutely a choice we had.
Oh yeah, let's walk through tall predatory grass. That's a great idea.
It seemed like after every step, the canyon became darker, sketchier, and more frightening.
At least if we die, it's on camera, which will be kind of cool.
I'm tripping. Ow!
Whoa. What?
You didn't hear anything, go.
No, I swear I heard something.
Just go.
Holy crap, who was that?
That was you, Strong.
That one.
Literally you.
No, I'm being serious. That wasn't me.
But eventually, we could tell we were getting close.
Oh, we're getting close. I see the cliffs.
Yeah, once you see the clips, you know we're almost home.
After successfully making it back to camp, we took in one last moment to reflect in our tent.
Successful day 2, boys, eh?
Yeah, it was a pretty good day. Pretty good day.
Even though the only thought I had was sleep, we packed up camp and hauled all of our items back to the car to do one thing.
After 24 hours in this canyon, we're finally leaving.